That is a recording, and we will start the stream. If it works, it works. If it does not, it does not. Perfecto Patronus. Alright, so who remembers what happened last time?
We all got back to the library. I switched places with a very dishonest wizard. So right now he's trying to find a way to get me out of a gem-like prison,
Yep.
and the rest of the party is looking for the book with Lord Shield. Like Cheshire and Vinvin and Carawessa are with Lord Shield, and Max is keeping an eye on Billigard.
That's right. They're all down here with Professor Lucille. She's going through books. She's floating up, kind of going through each book as she can. And then Max and him are over here looking for what the wizard, anybody remember his name?
Billigard the Unwanting.
That's right, Billigard the Unwanting. It claims that there is a secret chamber within this chamber that has maybe a secret room that has or a secret room that has secret books in it. Books that they might not want even for their privately owned library for the rest of the people to see. So, Billigard did also mention that there were certain entities within the building that were still present, and had asked you guys, if you had ran into them. There was ghosts and one other thing. Do you guys remember what they were?
I don't.
Awesome. This will be fun. So we will start off with.
Can I roll for it?
Yeah. Give me a history check.
13.
13. Okay. Yeah. You remember. You remember that. You faintly remember him saying something about banshees or specters.
Nice. Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we will, I guess, start off with Lord Shield, Cheshire, Carawessa, and Vinbin down here while they're searching through books. Anything you guys want to do while she's rummaging through?
I guess just kind of like staying close, making sure she's not going. I guess maybe checking the water to see if there's any more evidence of the basilisks.
Okay, sure. Why don't you give me a survival check?
18.
18? Okay. So you kind of mull over the water, you look at it for a little bit. You don't see any movement in there. You kind of tap it, you test the water out. Nothing seems to come up. You believe that in this pool of water, the basilisks are no longer present.
Okay.
Cool. Cheshire, Vinbin, you guys want to do anything? You guys staying close, or you want to go over where Max is at, or if you guys want to go up and talk to Ragnar?
I'm gonna wander around and find Max.
I'll sit next to Carawessa.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, you know that Max just went this way. They're both just kind of down at the very end over here before they move up to the north a little bit.
Can I actually climb up one of the bookcases to like keep scout for further ahead?
Sure.
Get more of a perspective.
Yeah. Yeah. So you climb up 40 feet up in the air. Yeah. Give me a dexterity check.
Non-natural 20.
Perfect. So you get up there, none of the books fall or anything like that. You kind of just get up there and do your thing. pretty effortlessly as you do since you're a monk. But yeah, so you can see as far as your perception will allow you. You have dark vision, right?
I do, yes.
Okay, yeah. So it's just kind of dim in there, but you can see pretty much over all the other bookshelves. As it goes farther out, it more or less looks just like a kind of a slate of bookshelf tops. You can't really see down in between at certain angles, but yeah, you can see over the majority of that northeastern area and that southeastern area. Finban, are you doing?
Perfect. And then I just want to kind of keep up with Lasheel as she's moving case to case.
Sure. Vinbin, do you want to do anything, or are you just kind of chilling?
Just kind of chilling.
Okay, cool. Cheshire, you're moving over to Max and them. You approach Max and the old man, and you see him actively searching for stuff, and Max kind of looks over at you briefly, and you approach both of them. The old man doesn't seem to pay you any mind. He seems to recognize that you're there, but he doesn't really care that you are there. He keeps looking around and searching bodies and kind of patting on the walls and stuff like that.
I asked the wizard what's he doing.
I thought we explained this. I'm trying to find the secret room. You know?
Okay. Do you need any help?
No. I'm quite all right with looking for it myself. You can start grabbing at things if you wish, but I don't believe it's gonna do us any good.
I just follow Max's lead and just watch the wizard do his thing.
He's kind of looking up towards the ceiling, and he kind of stops and looks at both of you guys like, do either of you have any rope?
Yes. Hold on.
I think I do. Does the burglar's pack have any rope?
Yeah, I do. Why do you ask?
Because we might need to climb up there.
That information is in the player's handbook, Ben.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
I believe the burglar's pack might have 50 feet of rope, but I'm not entirely sure. I think that comes with like a crowbar, a couple of other things, but I'm not sure if it comes with rope.
I'll hand him the rope that I have scavenged.
All right.
50 feet of hempen rope strapped to its side. Burglar's
Perfect.
pack. Page 151 for your sake, Ben.
Perfect. He kind of takes the rope and he slings it over his shoulder. And you? Got any rope?
I hand him my rope.
Awesome. He takes that. He takes the rope. Do the others have any rope?
Let me go ask really fast. I make my way back to the others. And,
Yes.
Professor.
Thank you.
Why do you need that much rope?
You never know. All right, Cheshire, you make it back to the others. Professor Lasheel is kind of going from area to area. Kairwasa and Vinbin are kind of keeping a lookout.
I ask, do you guys have any rope?
Bum. Got any rope?
I have a little rope. What's it for?
It is for climbing in a secret room within this secret room.
I imagine you guys are yelling this since she's 40 feet up in the air.
Yeah, okay, so I yell, it's for a secret room within this secret room. The wizard that is in this room trying to find the entrance needs it.
And I imagine that I'm leaned over over much like a cat on top of a bookshelf.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd say more of a gargoyle, given your demonic lineage,
Maybe.
like perching over, or like Batman.
I mean, what are cats if not living gargoyles?
Yeah, that's true.
Indeed. Wiser words were never spoken.
I'll throw down my rope.
Okay. You throw down a
Have him
rope.
make a save.
No, it plops down on the ground, down below, and yeah. So how much rope did you have? 50 feet.
50 feet.
Okay, and you're giving him the whole 50 feet.
Yeah, I would imagine it's like I had it as one big coil.
Okay, cool. All right, Vinbin.
I have some, but I don't think I have a whole lot of rope.
Okay, so what are you doing with it?
I'll give him the rope if he needs it.
All right, how much are you giving him?
20 feet.
Okay, cool.
Nice. Ration that rope.
Well, I take the extra rope back to the wizard.
Perfect. 70 feet of rope. Awesome. Ah, yes, yes. Thank you very much. I'll take that, please. He kind of
Hands the rope to the wizard.
perfect. So he takes the rope and he kind of slings it over his shoulder, and he's got like a few coils of rope on him by this point, and he's putting them down and he's tying them together and stuff like that. He's like, "Does anybody have a hook? A climber's kit of any kind or anything?"
No.
Okay, well, maybe we can ration something. Maybe we can find something around here.
I've got bones.
Can you fashion that into a hook?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
Would a crowbar work?
sure. I think
Sorry, that's table talk.
I think a crowbar would work.
But that's in the burglar's pack.
I'll take some of the extra bones out of my bag.
I can hand him my crowbar. I got a burglar's pack.
Yeah!
Whatever
So
you,
I
okay.
hand the wizard my crowbar.
Okay. It's like, well, let's see here. And he kind of ties a few knots around it, and he hands you the crowbar, or he hands you the rope, and he's holding on to the crowbar. Cheshire.
Sorry, I was coughing. I didn't catch that.
He just hands you the other end of the rope that's tied to the crowbar. He hands you like about 3 feet of it.
Okay, I grab it.
And then he hands you the crowbar portion of it, Max.
All right. Where do you want me to throw this?
Well, I want you to pull on it, and I want, well, him to try to pull on it, and you just hold it and see if it's nice and tight.
Gotcha.
Maybe
okay.
maybe not you pull on it. Maybe have a.
I don't think he's gonna like that.
Yeah, no. Maybe you just hold on to it and then have him pull. Try to pull you.
I'll do that.
Go ahead.
I give it a tug.
All right, give me a strength check, the two of you.
One moment, please.
Uh-huh.
I'm on a character sheet that already has the same strength as him, so I'll just do that. 26.
Perfect.
Can I use dexterity?
No, I'm sorry, not a
instead of
26,
strength?
a fucking 22.
Yeah,
I
you
get
can.
26 probably.
Yeah, you can use dex instead of strength for this, if you want to try to pull it quickly, I guess. Yeah.
So I got an unnatural 20.
Oh shit! Really? Okay. All right. So, Cheshire pulls on it, and Max, your arms kind of tug a little bit, and you take one step towards Cheshire.
Yeah, it looks like it'll hold.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough. Very good. Let's see if we can't. I don't know how many times. None of you really know how to fly, do you? I guess I should have asked. fly? No?
Can't say that I do.
I don't think so.
Right. All right. Well, let's see.
I'm not there, but I have ride the wind.
So let's see if we can't throw this up as high as you possibly can, and we'll see. We're gonna need to climb and scale this area here, and it might be up higher. I don't know if there's an invisible stairwell. Maybe.
Just point me in the direction.
Just straight up. Just see if we can straight up throw this crowbar. I'm gonna move over here a little bit if you don't mind.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
I back up a little bit as well.
I'll huck it.
Okay, cool. Give me a strength check followed by a dex check. See how
It's
far.
23 on the strength and a 12 on the dexterity.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you throw it about 30 feet up, and you said 12 on dexterity.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it seems like it latches into the side of the mountain. So who's nimble enough to go up there? I imagine the skinnier one here.
I can do it.
Perfect, perfect. Why don't you go ahead and see if you can crawl up that and kind of feel along the way. What you're looking for is a bulbous rock that when you grab it, you can actually twist it to the right. You
All
understand?
right. Yes. I'll see if I can find it.
All right. So you go to climb up, and it actually gives way a little bit and kind of comes flying back down at you. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I got a 15.
15? Okay, yeah, you get out of the way. Max, you try again, and this time it kind of lodges in there. You guys go on about doing this for some time. Give me an investigation check, Cheshire.
I got a 19.
19? Alright, cool. So, you guys go for a few hours. You think you find a couple of things. It doesn't seem to happen. But you do eventually find one. Probably after, I'd say, you got 19. I'd say probably about an hour and a half or so of you guys constantly throwing this rope up, doing all this stuff on this side of the wall, which will put Lersheel and them probably down about right here. We'll say you climbed up over here. And it does. You hear something click and open. You climb back down. Do you tell them?
Yes, I do. I was like, I think I found it. It clicked, and I think that worked.
Ah, very good, very good. So now we need to find the door. It might be on this side. It might be on the northern side. I'm not sure. What I do know is that it was on this side. The mechanism was itself.
I go searching for the door on the other side that the wizard said that you think it was on.
Okay.
Make my way that way.
On the northern side.
Yes, I make my way towards that way.
Okay.
Did I hear anything from my precariously perched vantage point?
Oh, you did not. No.
Sweet.
All right, Cheshire. Exactly where are you going on the map?
I'm gonna cut through those bookcases and make my way down to that wall.
Up to the wall, or
Yeah, up to the wall. I was just take the fastest way towards.
like up here?
Yeah, where
Okay.
the wizard said the door might be.
Perfect. So he's like, it'd be a lot easier if we spread out and get this stuff done, or you can tag along. It's quite up to you. But two of us searching the same wall, I think, is kind of redundant. And he continues to pat down the wall, and he's kind of going along it and looking for it. Max.
What's up? Sorry.
He just he just basically said that it's redundant for two people to be searching the same area, or you can tag along if you want to. It doesn't really matter to him. But you guys,
I'm gonna keep tagging along with Mr. Man, who's suddenly trying to get rid of me.
I mean, I'm not trying to get rid of you. I mean, I was here the entire time without your chaperone, I suppose. Not like I'm gonna go anywhere. But suit yourself. And he keeps patting the wall.
I will also pat the wall in a different spot, but
Okay.
close enough that I can catch him if I need to.
Okay, all right.
If he finds something and starts trying to book it.
Right. All right, Cheshire, give me an investigation check. Kind of patting the wall. You're looking for stuff.
I got a 23.
A 23? Okay, cool. So you keep patting the wall. You're patting it down. You don't really find anything on this side. You come upon Ragnar. You see him sitting in there, all lonesome.
I go like, cheer up, buddy. It's okay. We'll get you out of there.
I'm just gonna shake my head. You suck. I'm stuck.
What did he do?
Yeah.
I ask him if I'm still gonna get paid.
Well, I mean, yeah. If you don't die, if I don't die.
What was your guys' payment arrangements? Like, how much were you
Well,
getting paid per day?
I paid I paid him 200 gold now, and then maybe 200 gold later, maybe more.
Okay.
But it's 200 now and 200 when we're done, pretty much.
All right, cool.
But I gave him 200 gold already.
Sweet. He's asking for more money?
And then I just go looking for the door again.
Okay. All right, cool. So you keep patting it down, and
Part of Ragnar wanted to make him switch places,
it's like, hey,
but
turn
I
the
can't.
knob.
I can't do it.
Okay. All right, so do you go through the water, or do you go around it?
How deep's the water?
I don't know. Do you want to test it out?
Yeah,
I
is there
assume that
is
all the water is connected.
Is there any stones nearby?
There's rubble and stuff like that. Yeah.
Could I chuck a stone in there?
Sure. So you chuck a stone in there, and it kind of gives a plop and a little bit of a splash. Ragnar, you hear this. The dark water kind of ripples, and then it settles, and nothing seemed to have happened.
I walk through the water.
Okay. So you start walking through the water, and you get to the point. You get to like right about here, I'd say, and then your feet can't touch the bottom. Are you gonna
I say fuck it and turn back.
Okay. All right. So you're just gonna go around?
Yes, I go around the water.
Random question,
Sure.
Zach. So I know because the people are back that I'm probably gonna be able to get out now. But I had an idea on
Okay.
how to get out. That was like my last resort, and I was curious because I was wondering if I was even right. But I had a theory that all of these little water tunnels are connected in and out of the library. I feel like you would have put a few ways in and out of the library if, like, really, really need be. So I was gonna try to somehow do a makeshift. See if I could like run around with my bag of holding open to collect air, so I could fucking like scuba that shit.
I mean,
To purposefully, like, if I were to open my bag of holding with the purpose of collecting air for breathing, then I could like take small sips as I'm swimming through, man. Because I know there's not really any air, but I was like, I wonder if that would fucking work. Because like Onion's alive in there,
yeah.
so that's already a different bag of holding than in the player's handbook or the DM's guide. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like that might have been a thing.
Or put the bag
The
over your head like a
interconnected.
helmet.
No, dude, I'd get sucked in. None of that.
You would.
I would swim.
Yeah, there is no halfway between that. It's either you're in or you're out. Yeah.
No, I mean like just putting the end up to my lips, like taking a
Right.
sip, like from a balloon, sort of. But I felt
Yeah.
like I had it figured out. I would just run around in circles. For every 10 feet that I ran is 10 feet of travel underwater, or like 10 feet of air or some shit. I don't know. But I had it figured out. Like, I wonder if this would even fucking work.
So you would run around in circles holding a bag open like a kid trying to catch fucking butterflies.
Yes.
Okay. And
100%.
so not just like swooping the bag in circular motions would fill it up. You'd have to run around. Okay.
Well, I feel like I'd have to put in all the effort I'd need to do this. Like,
Right.
I can't half-ass it.
Right.
So I would want all the air I could get. So Ragnar would book it around. He was just fucking running around,
Just run
collecting
around.
air.
Hey man, you don't know until you actually try it. You know what I'm saying?
That was the last resort, because
Yeah.
that feels super dangerous.
Yeah.
Because if I'm wrong, I could drown.
Right.
And if I am right, who knows where any of these tunnels
Well, I
lead?
mean, I'd imagine you wouldn't try to go too deep before testing it out. Maybe you would. I don't know.
Oh yeah. That's true. But still, even if I run out of air on my way out there.
Yeah.
So, either way.
All right, cool. So they, Max and the old-time wizard-looking motherfucker, get to the water, and he kind of goes a little bit in the water. He tests it out, but he seems rather unafraid of the water. And he kind of goes in it, and he says, "Well, do you mind going into that deeper end, or maybe hoisting me up? I don't want to get completely submerged."
Is anyone else over? Nobody else from the party is within eyesight, are they?
No, nobody can see you guys.
All right, I'm gonna do the thing, Zach,
Okay.
and I'm going to hoist him.
Well, that's nifty. Yeah, you should be able to walk through this. I don't think it's quite that deep. Awesome.
Well, you said it was going to be a little taller than you, maybe, so
Yeah,
might
okay.
help.
Cool. So you kind of pick him up. He's only like 180 pounds total. And so he's...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you're pretty good. So you lift him up, and he's like, "Can you search down there as well to make sure that it's not down below us as well? I don't know exactly how big it is."
Is he standing on my shoulders at this point?
Kind of like, yeah, but not like really standing on them. He's more or less kind of like just piggybacking off of, like, his legs are like thrown over each one of your shoulders.
Yeah, kind of like yeah.
Yeah.
Then yeah, if my hands are free, I'll look around.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
So how about those dungeons?
And those dragons.
All right.
Right?
Cool. Perfect. All right, yeah. So it probably comes up to about your chin.
All right, cool.
So
Cool.
you're kind of reaching up and stuff like that, and you're kind of feeling. And why don't you give me an investigation with that disadvantage?
This is gonna go terribly.
Roll 2 nat 20s.
Right.
11.
11. Okay.
Not the worst. Could be
No.
much worse.
Yeah. So no, you feel your way down there, and you actually you do come across what you feel like is an actual gap.
Is there a smooth, round stone that I can turn?
No, like you feel like there is a window-sized gap.
I will make this known to the wizard.
Okay. There's a gap down there? Hold on, stop. What does it say right here? And he kind of rummages through his belt and he pulls out a piece of chalk and he
It
kind of.
also might be where the basilisks come from.
How big is it?
That's a question for you.
Yeah, it's just like a
window size.
Yeah, window size. So window size. I mean, basically like your average window. So it's gonna be probably about 3 feet by 2 or 3 feet.
Okay. I was gonna say because the window right next to me is considerably larger than that, so
Oh,
window
okay.
size kind of varies.
Yeah. Average window size, I guess.
Average window size.
Yeah.
My
I don't
windows are
think the
above average.
basilisks could fit through there. Then again, I didn't really test out the waters to see if the door was there before. But we might have to go down and under there and get in. Do you want to get your friends for this one, or shall we both dive in?
What do you think?
I
I gotta stop
I
doing the voice for now.
I'm not the one that's kind of like trying to keep eyes on me. If you don't feel safe, you can tell your friends that we found it,
Well,
or we can
you
just.
could try to drown me right now, and you haven't. So I have a little more faith.
I don't think I could drown you if I wanted to.
That is fair. That is fair.
I mean,
I'm gonna call over.
okay.
First off, I'm going to stop doing. I'm going to walk. Oh, hang on. Let me figure out what I'm doing here.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna get him and I out of the water after
Yeah,
asking
'cause he
him to
marked it with
mark the
chalk.
location. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. And then I'm going to stop doing the thing. And
Okay,
then
you
I'm
shrink and he's still on your shoulders.
okay. Yeah. I mean, I probably could still hold him up while he's on my shoulders, and I'm just gonna walk over with him on my shoulders
Okay.
to the other people.
Yeah. Okay. To the other people.
Yeah, just to let them know that we found something and we're gonna go investigate.
So Karawasa, in the distance, you see Max with this old man up on his shoulders walking towards you guys.
Just
Well, I
power
imagine
stroking
she
it.
first sees a super tall old guy first. The first thing she sees is just an
I was gonna say
abnormally
that,
huge old
but
man.
the thing is that even Max is pretty big and bulky, so
I am an imposing man.
yeah, she just gets flashbacks from like from when you guys were at the fucking White Castle and shit. Just
Him
the
beating
horrors
the
of
absolute
things.
beating the absolute shit out of the Devourer and then kicking him through the portal.
Yeah. All right, so you approach them. Professor the Shield keeps going.
I'm just gonna let the party know, hey, we think we found something. The wizard and I are gonna go check it out. Make sure to. Excuse me, I'm burpy. I'm gonna tell them make sure you protect their professor at all costs.
What about that little one there? He could get in there a lot easier than we could.
Do you want me to go with you to try to search it? I'm not the greatest at looking for
I,
stuff, but I can crawl into small spaces.
I'd prefer it, honestly. I mean, maybe, are you good at swimming? Are you a good swimmer?
I look down at my missing arms, like, what do you think?
I
He's
don't
got a
know.
good point.
You got legs, don't you?
You only need one arm for distance swimming.
Yeah, but I have.
And
the
now
one
you can
arm
get into
loses
tighter
myself.
spots.
It's true. Silver linings, I suppose.
I could try.
All right, perfect. Let's go. We're gonna
I will stay and protect the professor.
Okay.
on the bookshelf there. All right.
I'm gonna request that he allows me to tie a rope around Vinbin.
Okay.
I'm going to tell Vinbin 2 tugs if you need to be extracted.
I think that sounds like a sound plan. Vinbin, is it?
Okay. What am I looking for in here?
Basically, you're just seeing if it's a room or if there's just a never-ending cavern or what is going on down there. Hopefully, you don't run into anything that might want to try to eat you. Yeah, stuff like that. Oh, and how much rope did you give me?
Which one are you talking to, me or?
Yeah, I'm talking. He's talking to you.
How much rope do we have to tie to me?
I mean, we have a 70 feet.
Let's just go with that and see what happens. If we have
Shouldn't it
Okay.
too
be
much, it's better to have
120
too
feet?
much.
Why would it be 120 feet?
Because 50 from Max, 50 from Cheshire, and 20
Max
from
doesn't have any
Vivid.
rope on him. I don't believe.
Yeah.
I
What kind
asked
of
for
kit?
my rope back,
Oh, okay, never mind.
so I only have 50.
Let's
So,
get this over with.
all right. So, yeah, go ahead. The wizard goes around. He's like, "May I?" And he kind of holds out, and he's gonna tie the rope around you.
That's fine. I also like once he leaves, I'll double check it and make sure it's secure.
Yeah. So he ties it kind of in an actual like an X, like one time across diagonally across your chest, and then it comes back up and around your neck, and then diagonally across the other side, and then up under your good arm. Um, and then he's like, "All right, there we go." And that probably used, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 feet of rope. It's just that right there because you're smaller. And then he hands the other end to Max. As I remember, you can see in the dark, can't you?
Not the greatest, but I can a bit.
All right, that's good. Um, yeah. So maybe let's see here. Um, do you have anything that you can illuminate to go down there?
Don't think I have a torch.
Hmm.
We do have a candle.
Okay. Well, do you have a thing? A thing besides? Well, I guess I could illuminate the rope if you wanted me to, or I can illuminate something that's on you that you won't have to like hold or like I don't know. No.
You can illuminate my necklace.
All right. Perfect. So he kind of goes over there and he touches it, and it instantly creates some light in about a 10-foot radius around you. Do you want it a specific color?
Orange, because that's what the color necklace is.
Perfect. And so he makes it orange. So yeah, so in about a 20-foot radius, um, and then about another 20 feet outside of that is dim light. But yeah, so it actually kind of illuminates quite easily. You dive into the murky water, and you can see it kind of cuts it down a little bit, so you can see probably about 10 feet or so in front of you, and probably about another 10 feet extremely dimly. It's very hazy. Why don't you give me a strength check? See how far you can swim.
Would acrobatics help at all, or just strength?
Say again.
Would acrobatics help at all, like dexterity wise, or just strength?
I don't think acrobatics would help in this particular. Well, it might because there's underwater acrobatics. So yeah, you can use acrobatics if you want to. There's like underwater stuff that they can do. Sure.
Doesn't matter. It's a nat 20.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so you actually swim the full length, um, but when you get to the end of it, um, it you pop out and there seems to be like a little pool up top, and some stairs. Max, you have about 5 feet of rope left.
I'm gonna ask for more rope and tie it onto the end of the rope that I'm holding.
Okay, so you have 70 feet right now.
Do I still have that communication device in my ear?
I believe you do, yes.
I'm gonna tell him that I see a staircase at the end of this water.
Okay, I believe
Who are you
Cheshire
telling?
and Ragnar hear you.
Cool. All I see is bookcases.
So I just keep
Hope you're having a good time.
I keep going, but I'm worried if like anything jumps at me, so I have like my sword out just in case if anything tries to jump at me.
How
Okay.
long
I
has he
make
been underwater at this point?
From what you know, from what he's been underwater, it's only been a couple of minutes. But when he pops,
Minutes.
yeah.
could I make my way back towards the wizard?
Sure. Yep, you go running back. You pass Ragnar.
Yeah, I say hi to Ragnar before I continue running.
Hi.
Alright, so you make your way back.
And then I ask what is going on. I I heard. Yeah, he said something on the Whispering Stones, right?
The Whispering Stones. You
Oh,
you
what?
not have Whispering Stones? Well, that's convenient. What did he say?
Can
He
I
said.
hear Cheshire?
Yeah, you can hear Cheshire.
So I told the wizard that he popped out of the pool.
Okay.
So I'm gonna see if I can just dive under and follow him.
Okay. Perfect. Alright, so you dive in. Give me a strength check.
Could I also use acrobatics?
Sure.
Cool. I got a 28.
28. Perfect. Um, so you go underneath. Actually, give me a perception check at disadvantage.
With the no modifier, I got a 10.
A 10. All right, cool. So, you're in there and you have dark vision, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you can see about 5 or 6 feet in front of you, in extremely dim light. However, you seem to get a little lost as it all starts to blend in a little bit. You are.
Can,
Go ahead.
can I see his light at all? Like from the end of the pool? Or
As
is like health?
Yeah, as you get closer, you can see his light at the end of the pool. But I'm gonna say towards the end of it, um, you are probably gonna take. I'm gonna give you. Let me see here. I'm gonna give you 2 points of damage against you. Because you went into there in the dark and fumbling around through the dark, you kind of bumped yourself every now and again, as everything was all murky and blended in. But you did make it.
You said how much damage was up?
2 bludgeoning.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So as you got closer to it, your dark vision helped you out. If you were human, you probably would have been screwed. Like you probably would have been like fucking like got halfway there and like, oh shit, I can't see anything. Um,
So thank God.
yeah, and as you got about halfway, you did see some sort of illumination, so it helped. And so yeah, you got to him, got some bumps and scrapes on you, but you do pop up out of the water behind him. I don't know. I don't believe that you told him that you were coming.
No, I didn't. I just popped out.
Yeah. Okay, so you hear a little bit of water movement behind you, Vinbin, and what do you do?
I ask him if he needs any assistance. I pull out my short sword and get ready for if anything's about to happen.
Okay. So you hear some water behind you. When he pops out, he kind of wipes his eyes, pulls out his short sword, and asks you if you need any assistance.
Since I didn't know it was coming, I probably pull my rapier to his throat because I don't trust when people don't know I'm coming. And then
Yeah.
it takes a second, like, oh shit, yeah, I can use some help, and then just like let it go.
All
I'm
right.
still caught. If anything jumps out.
Cool. All right, so you guys go up a few flights of stairs here, and it actually goes up fairly high, and it kind of spirals around. Um, you do come to an open chamber that's probably, I'd say, um, 15 foot by 30 feet, about 15 feet wide, by 30 feet long. Um, it does have a ceiling on it, and you do see that there are some books and stuff in there. There's a couple of dead bodies and everything else like that in there.
Could I try to open a book to see if we can actually read these ones?
Sure. So you open the book, and you are blinded.
Okay.
Do I notice anything, or just like he's?
I'm sorry, say again.
Did he get blinded and did I like a light flash
When he
and see
opened
it,
the
or just like he just?
when when he opened the book, you didn't see anything. You didn't see like a light flash or anything illuminate or anything of that nature. You just see him open the book, and then he kind of jerks back with his eyes, and the book drops to the ground and closes.
You good, Cheshire?
I think so. Just a little headache. I try to open my eyes.
Your eyes are
Can I?
already
Still
open.
all the name of the.
You said what?
Go ahead, Vin
Are
Vin.
these like the other ones where we can't read them?
Yeah, I can't read the book. Nothing's in there. Just yeah, can't read it. Probably gotta take it to the professor. Um, yeah, it's blank.
I'm guessing there's a lot of books.
Yeah, there's probably about four shelves of books. By a lot of books, I wouldn't say that there's like a shit ton. There's probably about four shelves that are about 5 feet high by 5 feet wide. That have about four shelves on each one of them. It's actually not as many as you think it would be.
Maybe we grab a couple
I was just
each.
more. I was just wondering if it was like there's a couple books that these are super important, but like we can just take all of them. But it looks like we would have to be selective of the ones we take, even though we don't even know which ones we'd be taking.
You could just tell them to go in there with you.
Yeah, probably make my way back to the professor to see if she can swim.
Okay. Um,
I was
how are you going about doing that? You are blind.
Gotta
Exactly.
ask
I
to
guess you
lead
could
the
probably.
way.
I would. Okay. I was gonna say you could probably grab the rope and pull yourself along the rope. That leads you
Yeah, I could.
directly back.
Oh, I could do. Yeah, I try to find the rope and make my way back there.
Okay. Vin Bin, are you following him?
I was gonna stay around a bit to see if I can find anything else besides dead bodies and
Okay.
books. If there's anything like out of the ordinary.
Okay. At this point, the rope is pulled pretty tight, so you'd have to take the rope off. Maybe tie it to something.
Yeah, probably tried someone to relay the message to Ragnar to tell Keaton. It's like, hey, I'm gonna tie the rope off. Cheshire's coming back. He doesn't seem like he can see very well. I'm gonna still look around, but I'll be back soon.
Okay, cool. What are you tying it to? You see a couple of you see a couple like posts in the room that you might be able to tie it to. Like when you came up the stairs, there were like a couple little fences that were offshoot of the stairs that you can tie it to.
I'll do it. I'll do it on one of those fences.
Okay, cool. Give me a survival check. Tie the knot.
Just a 10.
Just a 10. Okay. It takes you a little bit longer, but it takes you like 3 or 4 minutes though, especially with one hand. But you use your teeth and you tie off the knot. You get it nice and sturdy. Um, cool. Cheshire, are you going back down?
Yeah, I was gonna grab the rope and just follow it back to the elders.
Okay, cool. So you grab the rope. Um, go ahead. Give me a strength check at advantage.
Say it again.
I got an 18.
18. All right, perfect. So yeah, you get through. You come and you pop back up. Although when you're up, you don't really know which way to go.
I tell them that I got blinded by a book and I need assistance getting to the professor.
You got blinded. You tried reading the books, didn't you? Yep. See.
Yeah, I forgot
See, but no,
to
but see, that's the
not open the
thing.
book.
Better than you than me. I mean, no offense, but I didn't know if these books in here would, you know, be the same way. I thought maybe you might be able to read them.
It was for science.
It was
It was for science.
definitely. I appreciate
Well,
your
both of our little
foolish
guys
your
are now
foolishness
missing
is quite
eyes
handy.
or eye.
Yes. Right. Well.
Someone take me to the professor.
All right, I'll guide the poor man over.
Okay. The wizard is like,
What happened?
I'm gonna sit right here if that's all right with you.
That's
Um,
fine.
are we gonna tie the rope off or no?
Oh yeah, I should probably do that.
Okay. And he
Oh,
kind of like hands you the rope as he walks over to this table. These tables, I believe, are built straight from the stone, so it shouldn't go too
yeah,
far.
okay. I'll tie it to the table.
All right, give me a survival check.
21.
Perfect. All right. All right, so you take Cheshire back down. All right. So you lead Cheshire back down. You hear over the speaking stone, Ragnar be like, he asked what happened. Cheshire and Vinbin, you guys hear him talking.
So I foolishly opened a book, assuming that I could read it, got blinded, and we need you to swim through this little cavern. That we have a rope, so it's very easy, but you need to read these special books in this little cavern like area.
You tell Ragnar that?
No, I was telling Ragnar. No, I was telling the professor that.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if you were responding to Ragnar when he asked you guys a question.
Oh,
Okay.
oh yeah, no, I was telling the professor that Ragnar can overhear on the stone if he wants.
You have to kind of activate it. It has to be. It's with intention. So if you didn't intend to tell him, then he didn't hear
Yeah,
it.
no attention, no attention. The
Okay.
stones are still in my pocket.
All right. Cool. Okay. A secret door? I mean, can we? Have we been in there? What's? We're over there, right?
Yeah, we have it marked. We have somebody over there. We can lead you into it safely.
All right. Well, how big is it? 'Cause I'm not exactly small.
You say it's about 4 feet, right?
Yeah. It's about it's about 3 feet About 3 feet by about 3 feet by 3 feet.
Okay, I tell her it's about 3 by 3. It's kind of a little squeeze, but I feel like she can do it.
I don't think I'll be able to fit through there.
Would you want me to bring the books through the water to you?
I mean, we might have to, or we might have to find. Is there another way around that we're not finding, or? I mean, this is all very fascinating. A secret room inside of the secret library is. Uh, I would really like to get in there, but can't make myself smaller.
I think we can. I think we can bring the books to you if that is the easiest method.
All right, all right. Yeah, sure. Lead the way.
So I can't lead the way. Max has to lead the way back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
remember he
Yeah,
opened the
no,
book and
yeah,
blinded himself.
yeah. Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah,
Um,
if you right over this way, Professor.
all right. Karos, are you going with them?
I'm going with him.
All right. Awesome. So, you guys get back, and the old man is gone. Vin Bin, you are walking around in there. What are you looking for in particular? You're kind of walking around from the staircase. It's kind of an elongated corridor kind of room. It's 15 by 30. There's about 4 or 5 bookshelves, 2 on each side, and then a third one towards the end. And they got stacks of old books and tomes and scrolls kind of piled up next to the bookshelves. There are piles of books that are kind of stacked on top of each other in small piles randomly throughout the stone room. You see some sconces on the wall that aren't lit. As you walk through there, you do notice that there's about 3 or 4 desks towards the end that have piles of stuff on them. Stepping over dead bodies of robed figures, you can kind of go over these desks and see that they look like they have several different scripts on them, scrolls, books that are open or strewn apart. There's blood splatters on the desks. One of them is sitting at the desk, keeled over. Looks like he took a knife to the throat. Um, Anything in particular that you wish to investigate? Vidman?
I wasn't hit the push start. I would say light the fires first, so it's a nice illuminating the room, and I will keep my. I use my sword to push it along to see if like all the dead bodies and like see if they were writing something or something that isn't in a book I can see and
Okay.
see like what actually happened.
So what are you pushing with your sword?
Like the dead bodies and like pushing over their desks to see if like they were writing anything like notes or anything like that.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you push like the dead bodies away from their desks and stuff like that. Um, as far as the scripts go, um, they are you proficient in Elvish?
Let me double check. I
Okay.
might be on a. No, I'm not. I'm common, halfling, and thieves' can't.
Okay. All right. So okay. So you don't know Elvish, Infernal, or Dwarvish. Okay.
But at least recognize what language it is, at least. So, like, I can't read it, but I know what language it is.
Give me an intelligence check on that.
$13.
13. Yeah. So you can kind of recognize a little bit of Elvish and some Dwarvish and stuff like that. Um, I was gonna say, if you rolled like below like an 11, you're like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is. All right, yeah. So anything else that you're looking for? The papers and stuff like that are just kind of written in a language that you cannot understand. There's dried up inkwells and pens and stuff like that laying about the desk.
No, I would just like have a look around, and then I would talk to Ragnar and Cheshire to ask like what's going on over there. I'm just looking. I found some scribes of some Elvish and some Dwarvish writing of looks like scholars have got killed here. So
All right, cool. So after you're at the end and you're looking at the desk and stuff like that, you hear somebody come out of the water. They're pulling on the rope, and you see that the old man came out of the water. Thank God that rope is there, huh? My goodness. So this is the room. And he kind of comes up the staircase a little bit, and he kind of looks around. It's like, my God, we need some light. Well, thank God you're in here, right? We need some light in here. Can you light these torches, these sconces? Oh, you're breaking up pretty bad.
I'm sorry. I will try to. I'll just tell him like there's lights up if we keep going up, and then I'll pretty much tell the group that he came here, but I'm cautious of him.
Okay, cool.
Ready if he does. I'm at the ready if he does something suspicious.
Okay. So do you light the torches, or?
I don't like the torches. I just have my. You can keep going up the stairs, and I stay behind him as like pretty much saying there's light up at the top. You can. There's just stairs. Nothing to be afraid of going upstairs.
Okay, so you walk past him.
No, I'm behind him. I just tell him to keep walking up. I'm like, I'll be behind you.
So this is under the assumption that you're at the end of the room and he's at the very beginning of it.
If he's at the beginning of the room, then it should all be illuminated because I illuminated it before, unless I cut out and you didn't hear it.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear that part. All right, so you already illuminated them? Okay, cool. All right, awesome.
In the room, I at least illuminated, not the stairs.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, the stairs, they spiral up quite a bit of ways, and, I mean, they're not, like, super far, but they spiral up a little bit. You can hear the splashing and stuff. The rope made it up there, and he came up there. So he doesn't ask you to illuminate it then. And you walk over and you get behind him?
Yeah, I'll just be around him as, like, because I'm not fully trusting of him what he wants and what he will get. So I'm just like, if he tries anything, I'll be there to strike.
Okay. How close to him are you? How close do you want to be?
About 5 to 10 feet, not like prying over shoulder, but kind of like the sense I'm doing something else, but actually I have my eyes on him.
Okay, yeah, so about a one third away from him in the room.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you see him like just rummaging through some stuff, looking at some books. He doesn't open any of them. And you see him go over to the desks and he's looking around. He's searching a few of the dead bodies on the ground. You see him pick something up and then you see him put it around his neck. Then you see him go over to the desks and looking underneath them and looking around. You hear him kind of like rustling some stuff and pulling on some stuff, and then you hear him yank something. At this point in time, guys, Cheshire and Ragnar, you hear Vinbin tell you guys that the old man is up there.
Well, he's a little shitty, that guy, so don't kill him. He needs to get me out of this thing, but keep him where you can see him.
At that very moment, the crystal that you were in seems to fade, and you are standing outside of it. When you
I do a fucking, like you press circle in a video game and do your jump, your dodge roll away from the crystal.
Okay. All right. So you jump away from the crystal.
I tell everyone that he pushed something, and I don't trust it.
Well,
as fast as you can.
I'm gonna
Okay.
yell him to the. Whatever he did, it worked. Whatever he did, it worked. So I'm out. Well, which end of the? Where you at?
Go up through the rope. I'm in the same room that you guys told me to go into.
Homie, I don't know where the fuck you guys are.
Cheshire, you have a speaking stone.
I say go to your left.
My left. Okay. So what? Like, because I'm an experienced adventurer. That's east, right?
Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna go east.
I mean, hold up, Matt. You did say you were looking at bookshelves. Why would you have turned around upon release from the crystal?
But
So
I didn't turn around.
He was right. It is to your left.
That's true. I know. Like,
The bookshelves he sees were the ones to his south.
Correct. So if he's facing that, we are to his left.
Yep.
correct.
It was just Matt being a dick.
Yes, precisely.
Again.
Hey.
Again.
Oh, how are we? How's it going?
I am
fucking
immediately,
blind.
upon seeing Ragnar, I'm picking him up in a bear hug.
I'm gonna challenge and squeeze him harder.
Okay, guys, give me a strike.
Like, out of love.
Okay, okay. Alright, I didn't know if you were, like, trying to, like, do some shit.
Well,
Alright.
no, I still want to win it. I still want to have a strength contest. But
Okay.
it's out of love.
Okay, here's a strike. You guys give me strike.
He wants to win the hug.
I do want to win the hug.
Alright, so Matt, you roll first and let me know what you get. And then, since you're initiating this strengthy squeeze.
Well, I got a 26.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Keaton, what'd you get?
Go ahead and check your Marco Polo real quick, Zach. I got a nat 20.
Okay.
Fuck. I have been locked up.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Damn.
Yeah, so you got a nat 20. So you get up and you squeeze it, but then he squeezes you a little bit more where you feel one of your bones.
Oh, fuck. Okay,
your back cracks a little
All right,
bit.
let go. I'm sorry. Fuck.
I missed you, friend. It's good to see you out of that crystal.
What's your strength modifier, Keaton?
+4.
Fuck. And you got a nat 20. Damn. That's cool, though. But it's good to see you. Where the fuck have you been?
It's a long story, possibly to be told around a campfire.
Well, I haven't seen one of them in a while, so that'd be nice.
It would be nice.
Like, we haven't been, like, camping in a minute. We've been staying in the palace. We've had some pretty lofty digs recently, actually.
You all were living in a palace?
Yeah, the palace you died in.
I mean, that's
Or
fair.
not died, but...
I suppose I was also living in some sort of palace. It was just not for me.
Well... Oh, you've met Little Nuts over here, huh?
Which
Hey,
one's Little Nuts?
You one
I
the
can
only one you
describe
don't
anyone
know.
here.
It's Cheshire.
Oh, yeah.
That's him.
I met
knew-
him, and then now he subsequently can't see anymore.
Yeah,
Well-
I said, and when he asked me how I was, I said I'm fucking blind.
Oh.
That is a thing that happened.
Did you read a book?
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
I
no,
forgot.
technically you were blinded, so you couldn't read shit.
Yeah.
Damn, boy.
that happens.
Anybody got magic that can fix that? Like, anybody can break a curse or something? I don't know. I don't got... I'm gonna walk up and, like, smack the side of his head a little bit.
Okay.
But ask your wizard friend, bro.
Hey, my friend, Billigard is merely an acquaintance at this point.
But he did do what he said he was gonna do.
Yeah, that's right. The only ilk now is the deception. So, but I have a plan for that.
Okay. So what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna hang out.
Okay.
I
Professor
I'm
Lucille kind
out.
of looks
I'm
back.
good.
It's good that you're out of there. I'm glad that you're out. But
I'm glad y'all are safe too.
how are we going to get get these books over here exactly without damaging them?
Well, we need a bag of holding over there.
Let me
All
see
right,
a
I'll,
bag of holding and I'll swim.
Aren't you blind?
You're stupid.
The
Right.
rest
Yes,
of
I'm
us
blind,
can
but
see.
I can
Yeah.
still
Why
feel.
don't you
still
shush
feel
yourself and
alone.
hang the heck out? I will go in. It's just I just got to pull myself along the rope. You said.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll go
just
in.
hold the rope and just swim forward.
I'll go in.
I'm going to put the bell over Cheshire's head.
Okay.
No!
Max, you want to come with?
Yeah, I guess I
Or-
could. I could certainly
I
try.
mean,
We might as well, right?
just I don't know if you don't want to, but
Oh, I'd be
Just
happy to. I
questions.
haven't had a good swim in a while, and it might clean some of this blood off. Don't open
hey,
your mouth.
there you go.
Your armor is considered heavy armor, correct, Max?
No! I am wearing medium armor.
Ah, okay. Perfect.
I am wearing a
No!
breastplate.
You sounded so offended. No, it does not.
Well, because Max used to be wearing like a full chainmail suit, and
I
that was
imagine
heavy
bone
armor.
is lighter than that, huh?
Bone is considerably lighter than chain.
But our demon bones.
Are demon bones?
Alright, so you
That
guys
is-
are diving
that is
in?
the question.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull myself along the rope.
I'd like. I never mind. I was gonna say something, and I realized that's a terrible idea.
Okay. Why don't you guys give me strength checks? How are you guys doing this exactly? Are you following?
And
I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna let him go first. And can I use athletics for this?
Yes, you can. Okay, so tell me exactly how you guys are doing this. Like, this needs to be verbatim.
I got a nat 20.
Okay, perfect.
I got a
So-
27.
Okay, and you're letting him go first?
Yeah, I'm letting him go first. I'm letting him scoot along the rope, and then I'm going to follow him scooting along
I
the
am
rope.
going
Okay.
to.
I'm gonna
sorry,
give him space. I'm not gonna be like up his ass about it though.
Right, so
I'm
you're
gonna,
probably like 5 feet behind him or something?
Yeah.
something like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna be feeling ahead for obstacles as I go. Like when I one pull, I'm gonna use the other hand while I'm pulling to feel
Okay.
ahead.
Alright, cool. So, yeah, you both get about 2/3 of the way, and then you feel the rope go loose.
Oh, that's not good. Which direction does it get loose from? From where I am or from where he is?
From where he is.
Oh,
Hmm.
I'm gonna keep swimming forward.
Okay.
I do have dark vision if that helps us get through here at all.
It does. Ragnar, do you have dark vision?
No, which I think is weird because you'd think dwarves would have dark vision.
I know.
It feels like dwarves specifically should have dark vision. More so than a high elf.
Out of the fire and into the frying pan, eh, Ragnar? Jesus.
Come on, man.
Right when you said I'll go first, I was like, that motherfucker rolled a 10 on his survival check of tying the rope to the other end. I'm like, this motherfucker's about to drown again. Jesus. All right, cool. So you the rope.
Wait, I do have dark vision.
You do.
Dwarf traits, accustomed to life underground, you have superior vision in dark and dim conditions. What the
That's
fuck?
what I was gonna
That's
say.
what I
was
figured
like, there's
too,
no
man.
fucking way that dwarves don't.
How the fuck did I not know that? I got darn it.
I mean, I figured you did, but you kept telling me you didn't. I'm like, maybe it's a variation of
Well,
dwarf
what the fuck?
that I don't.
Maybe
that I don't
he's
know
missing
about.
maybe he's missing a key component of his character.
I'm like, yeah, like maybe it was like just
precisely.
like a mountain dwarf that was specifically, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I
He's just
do
a
have
dwarf
dark
that
vision,
missed-
so
Yeah.
yes.
All right, cool. So, yeah, you guys get about 2/3 of the way, and the rope snaps and just kind of loosens up. Why don't you guys give me strength checks right now? You guys can just do it normally. I'm not gonna do any disadvantage or anything because you guys didn't really expend a whole lot of energy to get across there.
Same thing, athletics.
17.
What'd you get?
17.
17. Okay, perfect.
I also got a 17.
Cool. So you guys both make it at the bottom of these stairs that kind of go up and they wind up these stone stairs. You can see it an illumination that's cast across the sides of the brick. As you get closer and closer to the top, you get upstairs and you see that Vin Bin is closer to about halfway across the room. You see the old man kind of rummaging through some desks and stuff at the very end when you two get up there.
Can I retie the rope?
I was just gonna fucking do that.
Yeah, go ahead and retie the rope and give me a survival check.
Can I offer him help?
Sure.
So now that's just the help action, as it were.
Yeah. Yep. So he'll have advantage on it.
Alright, let me roll that second one, because the first one wasn't too good. Alright, that's 18.
18, perfect. Yeah. So you wrap the rope around there, and it seems pretty tight to you.
Alright, I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna pull on it and make sure that it doesn't fucking go anywhere this time.
Okay. You pull on it a little bit. You hear a little bit of cracking, but other than that, it's pretty sturdy.
Alright, don't pull too hard on this. You just use it as a guide, but we're gonna have to actually swim back.
Very good. Billigard!
I see that you.
Yes.
It worked. That's great.
It did.
I'm glad you're out. Now you can't tell me. That you would have found this place. I needed help.
That's true. I'll grant you. But
Yeah,
you're still,
I totally
you were
found it.
Still pretty dishonest.
Yeah, that was me.
Now-
I totally found it.
I had a wager, a business proposition for you, good sir.
Oh.
If I'm going to take some steps towards him.
Oh, I'm very
Now-
interested in that. You know, I used to be a very, very prominent merchant in the across the plains
Well-
and in the lands.
So you may understand where I'm coming from as far as this. I myself I am a very honest man, so I will not be deceitful. I
Good for
would
you.
love very much to plant my fist into the side of your face, but I can be swayed. You did say you would pay me, did you not? You said you still had your gold on you. Fools didn't take it from you.
That's
Were your
right.
words?
That's right. I do believe
So-
so.
I don't want any loss of life, but I can be swayed by an amount of gold of your choosing, maybe, to not take my anger out on your face.
Right.
But you won't die, and frankly, I don't want to hit you really. I just kind of want more gold.
I'm
for
not
it.
a man of violence. I definitely love to talk economics. So I will counter your offer with, say I give you this gold, and you guys carry out everything that I possibly need, and you won't die.
Well, I will. I
hold
do
your
not.
horses there, boss.
Shush. Okay, I do not deny the power of a very old wizard. Okay, I'm not talking
Yes.
about killing.
Of course.
I have a bag of. We could totally strike an arrangement. Now, I could counter your counter by saying you can pay me for this initial release from the crystal, and then you can pay me for putting all your shit in my hair bag, and we'll take it out and call it good.
I suppose that's
Can I do something while they're talking?
sure.
You said he put something around his neck when I was like, he came up here, right?
Yeah.
Can I sleight of hand and stealthily take that away from him while they're talking to see what he put around his neck?
So right now you're
Sleight
in
of one hand.
yeah, sleight of one hand. So you're in the middle of the room as of right now. The room is illuminated. It's fairly open, and he's at the farthest end with his back against the wall with next to a desk. I don't think you could probably get close enough to him without him seeing you or noticing you, especially with the current threat of not dying being thrown into the mix of the negotiations. So if you were going to attempt to, I'd say you would have stealth at disadvantage.
I wanted to like have approached him like friendly. I wanted to be a little closer to him.
Okay, yeah, you said you took a couple of steps in a 30-foot
Yeah.
long room, so I imagine that was about 5 feet before you initially started talking.
I'm gonna keep walking up to him though. Like I'm not gonna have any weapons in my hands either. Just like chit chatting because I want to make it like a legitimate business venture. I'm
Okay.
not trying to
Yeah, and
start bullshit.
he was very, very much so intrigued at this. So he actually took a couple of steps initially, but then after you threw out your negotiation, he stopped, and you could visibly tell that he was a little weary of you then, before his disposition changed.
Well, I'm not looking for trouble. I'm just
Neither
looking
am
for
I.
coin.
I've seen all types. I'm a 71-year-old man. I used to be a
It's a
very,
lot of time to be
very
a magic
prominent
person.
merchant. I know plenty of people. Could get you
What kind of
anything
cool
that
stuff do you have?
I don't know. Do you want it from demons? Do you want it from devils? Do you want
Well,
it
what do you have
from
right now?
on me? I got a bit of gold.
Yeah.
I got some scrolls that you won't be able to read.
Probably not.
Some jewelry you wouldn't understand. Yeah. I'm a businessman. Trust me, I've had my dealings with the darker ones as far as being kind of shut in. This room is actually quite cozy compared to some of the dealings I've had, if you don't mind. So, how much money are you looking to get exactly? Vinvin,
much you got?
are you attempting to steal from him?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, give me a stealth check at disadvantage.
Does he have to walk past me?
No, Vinvin's in the middle of the room, so he's about 15 feet in, about halfway to the 30 feet. It's
How
pretty
close am I to
open.
him now?
So to him, you're about 10 feet behind Vinbin at the moment that you guys were just talking. I'd say you take another 5 feet.
Because the goal is to be like
So
in a
Bellegarde,
comfortable. Sorry.
Bellegarde is off to the right side of the room. I should have made a map for this. Off of the right side of the room, behind one of the desks. There's a desk that's in the corner, and then there's a desk that's in the opposite corner. Both of them pushed up against the wall. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like sideways.
Is there a chair by a desk?
Yes, and then there's two desks. There's two desks in front of that one, and then there's a desk that is against the wall in the middle on the far back as well.
I'm gonna go sit my ass down in a chair.
Which one, left or the right?
Whichever's closer to Bellegarde. So I can, because I'm gonna keep looking at him.
So the right one would be closer to Bellegarde.
Cool.
Okay. And as you approach, he actually kind of sits back in his chair a little bit, and he kind of leans it against the wall. All right, give me a stealth check at disadvantage, Vinbin.
Do I see this?
I don't know. Give me a perception check. Let me get out his sheet.
15.
Okay. At disadvantage, Vinbin. Sleight of hand check.
$18.
18. Well, you had to beat a 21.
Mine was a 15.
Okay. So you saw him kind of go out of view, and it looks like he's just kind of moving some papers around. He's looking at the middle desk. You don't really see him because you kind of blot out when you and Bellegarde are talking.
Cool.
However, Vinbin, you kind of go over to the desk and you're kind of rummaging through some stuff. Billigard kind of gives you a sideways glance and then looks back at Ragnar when he sits down at the desk and they're still both talking. You attempt to unlatch whatever it was that he put around his neck, but his hair is overflowing with it. And as you think you just have it, you see Billigard reach up and grab your hand and pull you closer. And he says, "I wouldn't do that if I were you."
Oh, Vinbin, what are you doing?
And then he kind of like releases your hand and then stands up and backs himself in a corner just a little bit.
Vinbin, why are you trying to
Take my
steal
rapier
shit?
to his throat.
Vinbin, I'm gonna stand up, and very imposing and menacingly, Vinbin, you better cut that shit out.
Shut up, Ragnar. This man grabbed something and didn't say what it was. I don't trust this
Who
man
gives
whatsoever.
a fuck? Do you announce all the loot you grab off of a dead body?
Gentlemen, if I may speak.
Vinbin, I guarantee
first
you'll
time.
lose this fight.
Everybody give me a perception check.
18.
15.
Okay.
If I may speak for the first time in this endeavor.
What'd you get, Vinbin?
7.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Billigard, was
Go
it?
ahead.
It appears that you don't trust us and we don't trust you. However, there's no guarantee that you could get out of here without us. Because
I'm
there's no
pretty
way
trusting
that...
at this
Hey.
point.
Hey, I am talking. Please do not interrupt me. We want no quarrel with you. Vinbin will keep his hands to himself unless he wants to be locked up. And we're going to get out of here together. We can settle any business arrangements or quarrels once we are out of this library. But for now, we're going to keep it in our pants and stop having a dick measuring contest because all of you will lose. Moving on.
I'm almost...
Billigard.
Yes, I'm certain that I think our business here is done. And you are wrong about one thing. I did get my invitation back off of that dead corpse over there along with my amulet.
Good. That's what we were hoping for.
And
We wanted to help you. You were going to help us. Let's put the books in the bag. Let's go through the tunnel. Let's get the fuck out of here. Yes?
I can't say that I want to do that. He just tried to steal
Alright.
an amulet. Now, I will tell you
He
one
can
thing.
walk in front of you.
The man that stole my amulet last
Is dead. We
is dead. He's the man
can
that was
see that,
laying on
yeah.
the one of the men that was laying on the ground there. Yes, he
Yeah, we
a
can
horrible
see
death.
not a pleasant one for sure.
It's definitely not something you would like to lift off of someone just as a security purpose. Unfortunately, it didn't do me very much good. Being a
Vinbin,
crystal.
for all we know, that amulet is cursed. Maybe you don't want it. Okay? So let's not try to steal stuff from the ancient wizard, because that's a terrible fucking idea. You already
You'll
lost an
probably
eye.
die.
You already lost a hand. Don't lose your life as well.
A whole arm,
Let's
bro.
move on.
If we could have better business proposals, I think that definitely we should. Should you ever come across the city where perhaps I would come back into play, you may ask for Dwengar, the merchant.
Dwengar, wonderful to meet you, sir.
Well, I feel like my
And
business proposal is
he
pretty much still on the
disappears.
table. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm supposed to carry his shit out of here. He didn't even pay me!
We can
Way to
deal
go,
with that later.
Vinbin! You fucking idiot!
We can deal with that and Vinbin's
God damn it.
fingering later.
Like, seriously,
Fuck out of here.
this is bullshit.
Perfect word choice.
All right,
You chose my words
Cheshire,
carefully.
you don't see this, but
Ah!
Carawessa and Professor Lashiel will have her roll. Give me a perception check. Oh yeah, Lashiel sees it.
Do you want me to do a perception check as well?
No.
13.
13. Okay, perfect. That
Yeah,
passes.
Ben, you're fucking blind, dude.
Yeah,
You
you're like,
can't see.
you're like blind. Like
I know.
You're
I know.
like
I just wanna ask.
stumbling
Yeah.
around in the dark blind.
Um, it almost seems as though you blink, and you see Professor Lashiel also have kind of an astonished look on her face. Oh, hi, and you see there's Bellegarde standing in front of you. He kind of like pats out his robes. He's like, "Oh, hello. So your friends decided that I don't know, some things maybe needed to be were said, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take my leave now. I got my invitation. I will need to return later, perhaps with some better adventures that won't double cross me. Um, not that I said that you guys double crossed me. That's just that the ones before. Um, yes. Have a good day. Oh, and be very careful in this area.
Wait, what should we be careful of? You've been in here for quite some time.
Well, the ghosts and the specters and banshees and things of that nature. They don't seem to be popping up right now. I wonder if they only came at night. I'm not sure. Time kind of melds together in these areas, don't they? You've been warned. And should you ever require my services, so long as perhaps um, we have a better business arrangement or perhaps negotiations, seek out Dwengar. I don't mean to brag, but I am a very popular retired, but perhaps someone will be able to get a hold of me if you wish to obtain something that you may need. I can literally get you anything. Good day.
Before he leaves, I say, "Can you get me something to cure the blindness?"
Well, of course I can. Can I do it right now? No. I guess I could send a message. But I don't think anything penetrates this magical field of sorts. I'd have to get outside and do it.
How much would it cost for you to send a message for someone to send that cure here?
Well, the message and everything else, a total, and he kind of walks towards you. He's now very interested. The total of that will all come with a payment upon receiving your antidote or magical blessing or whatever it is that might ail you or relieve you of this, whatever it is. I'm not sure if it's temporary. I'm not sure if it's permanent. But we will find somebody who knows. And I would say probably for a messenger's fee, only about 50 gold. Just for a message.
I hit him the 50 gold.
You handed me 80. And he like puts some more gold back in your hand. I understand. Usually I charge after everything is done and completed, but I will take this upon good merit. Once I am outside, I will definitely need to send a message to a few people and see if we don't know something about this.
Sounds good to me.
Perfect. You can find me in down in the Burning Bay. I haven't been there in quite some time. I can't wait to get there and relax.
It may not be as relaxing as you had thought. It was swarmed with undead.
He stops for a second. It was what?
It was completely swarmed with the undead. We actually have just come from the Burning Bay. We helped clear the town. There was a attack on the royal family.
Really? That's interesting. Someone trying to make a
In
play
fact,
on Falungrim?
that is why we're here.
You're here for what?
And I guess I'm gonna take a kind of Hail Mary. It's like we're looking for very specific information on something called blood binding.
Ah, yes, blood binding. That's very dark. I suppose, no offense. Is there any particular reason why? Are you trying to get in touch? I might be presuming too much. With your ancestral roots, perhaps? I'm uncertain as to why you would need such a rare and dark thing.
We were told that it's the only way to defeat Moraldul.
Well, the blood binding doesn't defeat anything. The blood binding is you attaching yourself and your, I guess, your soul to a certain extent to certain. It makes a key from your soul. You usually use this to lock something away, or perhaps it's like a key to a gate, or something of that nature. I don't believe I've ever, and I'm not very well versed in it, but I do know of it. I dabbled a bit in the dark arts myself. One needs to do this if you're going to be a merchant of all different kinds of planes and talk to all different kinds of beings. I'm sorry, I'm
Can I
rambling.
have been swimming out this whole time? Can I
My,
have
my
exited the
same
room?
question.
Yeah, you guys, you can be swimming out, definitely.
Yeah, I would also like to mention that as soon as we get out, if either Vinbin or Ragnar do anything fucking stupid or even try to talk to the guy who has
Try to
spared their
talk to
life,
the
I'm
guy.
going to fucking snatch them.
Oh shit, you guys are right
Are
there.
you?
Duh.
You can't stop me. I was the one that was having a nice conversation to begin with.
You told him
So
you were
I'm
going to punch him in the face
There
if
was
he didn't pay you.
I was
You said,
well.
I would like my hand to meet your face.
Well, yeah, that
You
was
don't
more
pay
just
me.
trying to be
That is
intimidating.
thuggery, sir.
That
is
Bro.
thuggery.
I was,
You're being a thug. That is not a nice conversation.
and I do believe
I was negotiating a business contract to carry this
Through
homie's shit out of
terror!
here.
and during
Not
the
really, not
negotiation,
anymore.
during the negotiation, you did say, "And you won't die."
You did.
Well, no, I said you won't die because I don't want to kill you. That was because I don't want.
That's a
I
threat.
wasn't trying to kill anything. I said I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna do that. All I wanted to do was hit you. That's what I said.
Thuggery.
And I said just pay. He still owes me money.
He does. He still does owe you money. Let's take a bio break, guys.
All right, cool.
For fuck's sake.
Perfect.
I am so smart.
All right. Everybody back?
Yeah.
All
Yes.
right now. All right. So, what was the last thing that was said?
I said I was going to snatch up either of the two that had just caused.
You
Right,
may
right.
indeed try.
Yes.
Oh no, I indeed may try.
So he was talking to these guys. You guys are en route right now. You're actively swimming. Vinbin, what are you doing? Are you staying up there? Or are you swimming back?
I'm gonna stay up there and just
Okay.
keep them because I don't want to talk to either of them.
Okay. And so he tells you guys, Cheshire and Karawessa, he was in the middle of talking to you guys about the blood binding. Uh,
Professor Shield, is there anything that we need to ask?
I
Anything
mean,
else? Any other book that you're looking for?
I mean, I don't. The book in particular, we just have to rummage through it, and if it's in the secret area, then I imagine it'd be up there. Oh, I'm most certainly positive it would be up there, but it's something that you must not something you can just do, I suppose. It's do you know what it entails in the blood binding?
We know that it will require a sacrifice.
Yes. A
I have to
very
look in my notes. Like
a
an
very
eye, a hand.
deep sacrifice. Yes. Yes, this one will more than likely consume the person who does it. If not come at a great loss to one's physical self. It was almost representative of the little one that was up there that tried to steal my amulet. He is missing an eye and an arm. I mean, technically, I think it's only a hand that you need to be given, but very curious. I thought perhaps maybe he dabbled in the dark arts a bit, and it is very taxing. The one who does it, though, must be willing to do so. It can't be done unwillingly.
Can any? What does the person need to be able to be to make the sacrifice? We heard they have to be a wizard. Is this true?
As far as I know, they have to be some sort of magic user. I don't know if it's a wizard or a warlock or Perhaps a cleric. As far as I know, from any blood bindings, that, as obscure as they are, I think were done by dark wizards. Yes, I don't think any dark warlocks or dark clerics did it. But I don't really know. I guess I could find out more. Of course, there would be a small fee attached to that, though. So about this time,
I would be
Ragnar,
willing to
Max,
pay
you
if-
guys pop out. Yes, we could arrange some sort of payment.
Speaking of payment,
Oh dear. He kind of sees you come out. I'll be taking my leave.
hey, I
If
just
you-
want what you owe me. That's
Ragnar,
all.
he told us where to he told us where to find it.
Well, why can't he give it to me now? That's all I want.
He doesn't have it.
Well, I mean, I have gold on me. I just don't.
Just agree with me. I'm trying not to perpetuate the situation.
Hey, he's not wrong. I did offer.
I
him
ain't
some
gonna do
gold.
nothing.
Then pay him.
I do believe that the payment was for.
And I can still help you if you
some
want to
sort
grab
of
some stuff. I would
consolidation
still.
for being in there, which I don't know if he necessarily agreed to immediately, but either way, I think what's right is right, and I like to stay on good terms in business if there's business to be had. And I hear
And
talk of blood
likewise.
bindings, and you guys are going to need some very rare equipment for that. So yes.
Right, yeah, so pay him what you owe him, and we'll come find you later.
Very
When did
well.
I lose control here?
And he kind of walks over to you, and he
Thank you.
he holds out his hand to drop some coin into yours.
I hold out my left hand to take the coin and my right hand for a handshake. I wasn't gonna do nothing.
He drops the coin. He drops 5 gold in your hand, and he shakes your hand. You are not very diplomatic when it comes to certain things. You sound very threatening. It may not sound
My
threatening to
apologies.
you, but
Yeah,
I suppose
I know.
sometimes
I get that.
it's not the worst
Well-
of situations. Had you been a demon, I probably wouldn't have been so upfront myself.
Well, if you ever need some muscle, Ragnar Frostbeard.
Very
And
good.
if you ever need better muscle, Maximus.
Are you shitting me?
All right. Well, okay.
Just fucking with you.
All right. It's getting a little tense in here.
He's
Well-
always tense.
We're not camping.
Not yet, at least.
They're just a couple of tents. I suppose if we're on good terms and you're still willing to carry out some artifacts for me, I could
I am.
go back in. Although I can't go back in the way that I just exited. That's a one-time thing a day. But yes.
And I can say nothing for the crazy halfling.
Well, he saw me pick up an amulet. I can't say that my old hands haven't had sticky fingers from time to time. I am a
Well,
merchant.
who
after
cares
all.
anyway? He steals shit. Other people steal shit. I don't see what the big deal is.
Yes, I mean, you don't stay in this business long enough, and if you haven't stolen from somebody in one way or another.
Well, I mean, looting a dead body ain't exactly.
Yes, I mean, I think I've stolen from people when they were alive or dead. It doesn't really matter to
Well,
me, I suppose.
still.
But it's just, I mean, know your opponent. Know who you're dealing with.
Right?
And,
Like, insta-death, right?
I'm not really one to go to violence. I'd rather get away first, but if it came to that, I got a few tricks up this old wizard's sleeves to get away. But most of mine is diplomatic. I like to.
Does he just empty out playing cards and a rabbit come out of his sleeve and some shit?
No, but when
Like
you're
a
shaking,
wand
when you're
and-
shaking his hand, you feel a kind of a warmth, kind of tingle in your eardrums, and he starts speaking to you in abyssal, and you understand him.
Can I hear him
That's
as well?
If you
weird.
can speak abyssal, anybody that can speak
I
abyssal,
spent 100 years. I picked up some stuff.
Why?
you chatted
Do I
with
notice
you
the
chatted with
change?
demons quite a bit, did you? Or did you spend more time killing them?
Well, sometimes you gotta sneak up on them. You hear them talking. You figure
I
out
would
what
say
they're talking
probably 70 years in a prison 60, 70 years in a
I
prison.
have Abyssal on my character sheet. I'm
in
not just
Abyssal.
bullshitting you.
No. I would say even if you didn't, I'd say probably about 60 to 70 years in an abyssal prison would probably get you something. You know what
I
I'm
would
saying?
imagine so. Yeah, learn by
Just,
immersion type of thing.
Yeah. So yeah,
How
you
do
you
I?
you do understand him too, and it's like, see, most of my spells are for diplomacy and speaking. I mean, I have to sell goods.
That's
Sometimes I'm the
awesome.
middleman. Sometimes I'm the one who's actually selling the stuff. But you need to know these things. And then he starts speaking back in common, and you understand him back then
Well,
again.
so you are okay. That's cool. Magic. I don't know magic.
Yes, the spell is called tongues. Yes.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well,
Anyways, I suppose perhaps we should get back in there and try to find anything that I might be interested in. And that seems the what's her name there? The Professor
Lorshio?
Loshio. Yes, Professor Loshio is looking for, I'm guessing, the blood binding.
Yeah, we need that. We have those stones, right? Focusing stones or whatever. We
Which-
need those to for this. We just need to defeat Mogradul. I think I
Mm,
told you about him, huh?
you did. I know.
You said you knew him
I know of
or knew of him.
Mogradul. Yes, I don't think
Yeah,
I've
my
ever.
apologies.
Perhaps I've had the pleasure. Maybe it depends. I don't know. I think he's very much so, much older than I, along with his companions. Yes, the stones that you're referring to, they must be some sort of key. As it's the blood binding, as I explained earlier, is just more or less a dark ritual that provides some sort of gateway between point A and point B, um, but with menacing overtones. I can't say exactly, as I'm not versed in it very much, but I do know this, that I've heard of it through some wizards' exploits of it. It is very. It will take a lot from whoever performs it. I hope they're ready. Well, shall we? And he kind of points at the
Yeah,
water.
I will. I'll lead the way if you want, or you can lead the way, or do you
Sure.
want someone in between you and the Bin Bin?
No, I don't fear the halfling.
All right, no worries. Your call. I mean, I'll go first just for S's and G's, I guess,
Sure. Shall I what?
for
Okay.
stones and gems.
Right. That makes sense. Okay.
Dwarf puns.
Give me straight check. This motherfucker got. Okay, he passes.
18.
Perfect. You pass. Anybody else
I rolled
going
a
in there
9.
after him?
I feel like I shouldn't leave them all alone together just purely based off the last encounter.
Okay.
I ain't gonna do nothing.
Okay.
I don't know that.
Max, yes, you do. Ragnar's changed, man.
He's a changed man.
That's a 26 to the strength.
Perfect. So you make it down there. Anybody else going? You guys are staying with Lucille? And the blind man?
Yeah, I'm staying back.
Yes.
So they dive in. Well, Professor Lucille starts talking to you guys. I really hope that they can find it in there and bring me a book. And it's been a long day. What time? I think it's probably like nighttime now, huh? I don't really know.
Can
On
sorry, I'll wait my turn.
well, and considering the warning we have about the ghosts and that, perhaps we should try to force the files as best as possible till they return.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, no, I think well, do we have anything to ward off ghosts, or I don't know how that works exactly.
Unfortunately, unless it can be punched, I'm not very good at defense.
Oh shit. Okay. Maybe yeah. I guess. Why would they come after hours though? I don't know why would they wouldn't just be here. Anyways, um, maybe I can fit. Maybe I can fit in there. I don't know, cause I don't know. Maybe we should go and just. Maybe we shouldn't separate. Um, maybe I can go down there and take a
Well,
look.
here's a thought. Would you allow me to try to like water whip the water away from that spot to try to like dry it out?
Sure. Yeah. How many key points does it take to use your water whip?
Hold on, let me grab the book. I think it's like basically it starts off with 2, but it's like stronger the more I use.
All right, right.
Yes, so I can spend 2 key points as an action to create the whip.
Right.
I don't know if you would want me to use more key points just based on how much water that is.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. You wouldn't get this in one whip. Um. And it says that you can elevate per use of key points, right? Or does it say you can just do that per key point? So for every 2 key points, you can just.
So it's yeah, I mean, so it's like basically I'm using this a little bit differently than as written, but I'm thinking it might work in this case. Like it's 2 key points just as a basic action, which moves it 30 feet away. And then I could use. Hold on. So basically, it's I don't know if you want to translate the damage into like how much is moved or.
Um. I would probably just say at this point.
It's page 81 of the player handbook.
Right. I think at this point, how many key points do you have? 12?
I have I'm full rested, so we have it all back up.
Right. So with that, the water whip. It doesn't say that you can spend more key points to, let's see here, let's just say the creature.
For,
Each
for additional
additional.
key points, it adds 1d10 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. So I would just say, I would say if you use all of your key points over a period of time while they're in there, I think that you could probably get the majority of that water out of there. So there's probably like a foot of water or 2 feet of water down in there still.
Okay.
If that's something
Then
that you
maybe
want to
I'll
do.
use half my key points. Yeah, I want to use like half my key points now and like hold up on the rest and try to take a short rest while they're in there to see if I can like build up my key points again.
Okay,
Is
sure.
that feasible?
Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. All right, cool. So you guys make it over to the other side. Vinbin's in there. The wizard comes up, and then you guys see like the water starting to like slowly drain as you're coming out of there.
Weird.
Yeah, that is weird. I don't see that. Anyways, shall we?
Can I tell Cheshire to let them know what's happening
Absolutely.
since he has a speaking tone?
Yeah.
I tell Ragnar.
Cheshire, would you like to let them know?
Yeah, I tell Ragnar that Carossa's water whipping the water and draining it out.
Trying to drain the water with elemental power.
Wow,
Cool.
that's a good idea, I suppose.
Better than a bucket.
Definitely better than a bucket.
A monk is better than a bucket. Monks are awesome.
This is true.
So he walks up there, and you see Billigard kind of look at Vin Bin. He's like, no hard feelings. I understand your distrust, as I still distrust the most of you, but business is business, and it takes a little bit of trust, whether you like it or not. So I say perhaps I should go ahead and start looking through some books here and seeing which ones might be of value.
I just stay quiet.
Ah, mysterious, strong, silent type, I see. Very well. If you don't mind, I'm going to get to it. And he begins kind of rummaging through the first bit. He throws a book on the ground. That one will do. He grabs another book, kind
I'm gonna start picking them up and putting them in the bag.
of
You want to help me out, Max? As if he throws them all, we can help him. We can chuck them in the bag. Do you have your bag still, Max? Do you have Nick's still?
No.
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 Damn.
No.
Poor piggy.
Too bad you don't know anything about Max yet.
Well, he ain't told us yet.
All right, so, yeah. So he's just kind of rummaging through, and he throws books on the ground and stuff like that.
So tell us about it, Max. It's been so long for you. You said it's been like 100 years for you, huh? Tell us.
Time moves differently in the abyss.
Yeah.
Whereas it was only apparently about 10 days here, it was not quite a lifetime for me, but maybe for the more standard types.
Yeah, humans and the like.
Yeah, losers. Can't live 400 years.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, because we're not at the campfire that I told you I wanted to tell the story around.
Well, you're the one that mentioned too bad you don't know nothing about Max, so I'm just trying to say, okay, let me respond
That
to
was
my
not-
friends.
That was not in character. That was table talk.
Well, okay, I thought that was something like I'm asking because you said something.
Long story short, it wasn't a Nettalu that killed me. It was
Hey,
Nike.
hey! Is there any way that you guys could pick those books up? I think I've got quite a bit right here.
I've been picking
Yeah, we're
the books
actively. I assumed we were still doing that.
up. Yeah.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of chit chat going on
What
around
you don't?
here.
What you don't talk and work at the same time?
I'm trying to focus. Can't you
I
wait
said
for
I'm
a...
la- Bro.
I've been picking up books.
I just had a fucking Vietnam style flashback to Pam yelling at me for talking to people while I was stocking liquor.
Are you serious?
Yeah, fucking like I'd be actively doing something and talking to somebody over my shoulder, and she'd be like, "Hey, get back to work." I'm like, I can't be back at work any harder. What do you mean?
Some of my friends actually called me Pam. That's weird. Anyways,
I
next
wonder
bookshelf. I wonder why he said.
Long
Yeah,
story short,
I'm picking up books too.
Nike decided it was time for my final test. She sent me a message and then cast me into the abyss without any of my former power.
Well,
The only thing I showed up with was the bell. None of my goods, none of my armor, definitely not the boots.
those are
Those would
here.
help. Those would have helped a lot. Those are here.
Yeah,
What do you
Bellator
mean
had 'em.
those are here? She gave them to the bookkeeper.
I'm assuming his
God
body's
damn
still
it.
down there, unless he got eaten by the dragon.
Well, there's no way that I could use them at this point. Nike's
Well,
cut her
yeah.
connection to me completely. And
I'll
honestly,
never
I've had some choice words to her.
I never understand the ways of gods. Anyways, that's why I try never to
Neither do I. I thought I was doing just fine.
put my
But
faith in
apparently,
one.
sending me to a prison run by the fucking quartermasters of Orcus was her best plan, and all part of Nike's plan.
Well, no, you can rely on yourself now, Maximus.
Exactly, I can.
Now like you and I, we're gonna kill a lot of stuff.
Among a lot of other things that I can rely on, but that is probably something
Well-
you'll figure out in the
All right.
future. Foreshadowing, dramatic sting.
So
All right.
those books are good. I'm gonna move to the next one. Yeah, gods
Anyway.
are weird. Yeah.
I'm keep picking it up. Well, I'm just talking. I haven't seen this guy in like 10 days. For him, it's been longer.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's good to catch up. So, after about 70 some odd years, but who's counting? Besides me,
Yeah, I was gonna say you are.
I'm definitely counting. After several scuffles in the prison, building up my own strength a little bit, something happened. Don't know what it was, but the taskmasters had their back turned for a little bit. I heard rumors that somebody wandered into one of Orcus's shrines. That little bit of time that they were in there gave me plenty of time to incite some sort of prison break. We'll call it a prison break.
Oh, prison riot. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I may or may not have started a riot or two, or 6
Good.
simultaneous riots.
Well, wouldn't it then be one riot?
Yeah, they all kind of mesh together. It's like having a bunch of mosh pits. Eventually, it all just folds into one.
What's a mosh pit?
It's something you'll
That's
learn
something
if you
in the
ever go to the.
abyss?
Yeah, it's something you find in
Oh,
the
damn.
abyss. It's fucking terrifying, actually. Just bodies slamming against each other. Quite frightening, but kind of fun to be in. Honestly, it's kind of like a roller coaster of just flesh.
What's a roller coaster? What the
Also
fuck is-
something-
What?
Also, something you'd find in the abyss.
Well, all right. We killed a dragon.
You killed a dragon. Nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
it was Bellator helped, and we
the
actually
bookkeeper.
yeah. Like,
The
oh,
bookkeeper
dude,
helped kill a dragon.
we were training in a training ground that
That
if you
dude's a
died,
total fucking nerd.
well, no, we were training in a training ground where if you killed you done got brought back to life. I killed him with a dick punch.
He probably deserved it. He's kind of a fucking nerd.
Well,
I hear he's a narc too.
Well, no, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, I've heard some fun stuff through the grapevine about that guy. Kind of an asshole, based on what I've heard.
Is there a little animosity there because he kind of took your spot? Because like, which the
It's
literal
definitely
instant, well, like the literal instant you disappeared, he reappeared in your place.
Yeah, because apparently the fucking nerd bookkeeper that just sits around reading all day, apparently he's a better fit for fighting demons than me.
Well, he barely.
I beg to differ now. Do you want to take a
He-
guess how many demons I killed? Well,
I
in
don't
the
know.
abyss, over the course of 22 years.
Do you even know?
Yes.
3,475.
Close. Little higher.
5,642.
I killed at least a demon a day. Sometimes they hunt in packs, so anywhere between 1 to 4 demons a day, usually on average, for sustenance reasons.
Excuse me, I'm gonna squeeze in between you two. I'm gonna get over here to the other bookshelf.
I'm grabbing books.
Yeah, no worries.
21,000 approximate.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you don't fight every day and not pump those numbers up every once in a while, Some days you're feeling a little bit more ravenous.
What level are you, Keaton?
Huh?
What's the level? I'm just curious. I don't even know your fucking class
10.
or anything. So, I don't even know what you are.
I know.
Motherfucker.
That is intentional.
And you can get big and small. Or you can only get big. That's what Matt knows, not Ragnar knows.
I was gonna say, you don't know that.
But, I mean, we killed lots of zombies in the Burning Bay.
You and the nerd, got it.
And,
he's great at killing zombies.
Well, he knew a couple good spells, but he could only cast them twice.
That's kind of fucking lame if you ask me.
Well,
even I could cast more spells before that. Before the whole severing me from the weave kind of thing. Now I only know 1.
Well, we'll kill stuff together.
You're goddamn right we will.
I got a new weapon.
Hell yeah, you did.
Wave around
I did too. Check this out. I want to pull the fucking bone and obsidian greatsword off my back, and I'm gonna hand it to him.
Nice.
I'm gonna trade to see so he can see the hammer too.
Oh, nice. I got a hammer too. I just don't use it as much. It's not as imposing or menacing.
Well, this one comes back to me after I throw it.
Oh, that's cool. Mine's literally a rock that is tied to a stick.
Isn't
Using,
all swords
dried...
technically rock?
Huh?
You're talking to a dwarf here. Dwarf bugs.
No, I'm talking about my hammer, and I'm gonna show him the hammer, and it's literally just like a fucking boulder on a stick.
There you go, man.
Yeah, I made this. The bell was...
I bet if you hucked that at somebody real hard, it hurt. So that's cool.
I would
You should keep
imagine.
it.
Oh, I'm planning on it. I wasn't gonna get rid of it or anything.
Well,
But-
unless you huck it at somebody, then it might just break. But better give it a good death.
Vinbin, what do you got going on? What are you doing right now?
I'm just chilling in the corner, just watching those two argue and watching the fucking wizard man.
Okay. KOS, Cheshire. It's been about an hour now. You've had your short rest. Are you going to continue with the water whip?
Yep, I'll do the one. And same thing, half the points, reserving some just in case something ambushes us.
Sure. Yeah, so you've spent about 12 key points total, and the water is down to about 2 feet or so. I think that we might be able to squeeze in there now. I think that maybe we can get in there.
All right, let's attempt.
All
And
right.
then I'm gonna guide Cheshire.
Okay.
Sweet.
So Professor Lucille's going to go first. Let's see if she can get in there. Yep, she fits. She barely fits. She gets a couple of scrapes and stuff like that, but she is squeezing through. The fact that the stones are kind of wet kind of helps her slip through every now and again. But yeah, you guys do get through. You guys that are in the room, you kind of hear something coming up the stairs, and Professor Lurchiel, Cheshire, and KOS appear.
Well, it's Professor Luciel's trunk first, I wager.
Yeah, by
Yeah,
a
like
small
a
margin.
snorkely deal.
Yeah. You're like, it's a tentacle thing.
Hey!
Oh, hi, we made it through. They had KOS had a good idea, so I guess we can just start looking at books here, hey?
We've got like 3 or 4 bookshelves in this bag already.
Well, are those having to do with anything that we want, Bellegarde? The books you're pulling down so far?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
very good.
It's only about 10 books or so.
So far that you've pulled down?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Well, I guess I'll
Cool.
sit at one of the desks and I'll start reading. Yes, yeah. Go ahead, do that. That way we can get this done twice as fast, I suppose. So she kind of grabs some books from you guys and she goes and she sits down at one of the desks.
I'm going to bring her some books.
Perfect. She just kind of like nods at you like thank you, and then like kind of keeps flipping through the pages, and then over time just kind of sets the book back down and starts going through it to the next book. Bellegarde says, "Well, that should do it," and he's got about 36 books or so in total, and he sits down at another desk opposite of where Vinbin's at. It kind of smiles and nods at Vinbin a little bit sheepishly, and then kind of sits down, then looks back up at Vinbin, keeping an eye on him, and then it kind of rummages through some of the pages of the book. I don't know how long we're going
Can
to
I
be
offer
here.
my service?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I offer, like, after working in the library as a scribe, like, could I offer to do shorthand, take notes for them? Like, they can dictate and I would write it down?
Yeah. That sounds
That way
great.
we have the information,
that
since
way
it
we
seems
can-
like the book's just...
We could definitely just get this taken care of.
Okay, so I'll do that. I'll take notes as they dictate.
Awesome. So, Kayla's is going over there. She's got some ink and some paper. The Bellegarde, so, this might be a good opportunity to find some ink that perhaps maybe we can look over some invitations and see if we can't write some invitations if they have ink up here. You know, oh yeah, that I think that would be great. Is there like a specific kind of ink that we need? Yes, yeah. You can't just write it with any old ink. I imagine if it's anywhere, it's in here. And then he continues to look through his book. What are you guys doing? You guys just chilling and waiting for them to get done?
I don't know what else to do. It's better to stick as a group, especially if ghosts show up.
I'm also blind. Can't really do much.
Yeah.
That guy's fucking blind.
Yeah.
How big is this room?
So it's 15 feet wide by 30 feet long.
Okay. Can I let Onion out? Like, I'm gonna announce that I'm gonna let Onion.
Sure.
Like, hey, she's an owl bear. She ain't gonna kill you or do nothing. But she's been cooped up in there, so I'm gonna let her out and feed her and stretch her legs a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but like, you don't even have to put an icon. I just want to make it known that she's getting fed and
Okay,
some
yeah.
attention and stuff.
Awesome.
Like, I'll put her back when we leave the room.
Right.
Since
Yeah,
we're all in
so
the same spot, I will regale the entire party with my story, with the stuff that I told Mac,
okay.
just about being stuck in the abyss and being in a prison and escaping, and the fact that someone went to a shrine.
I guess before sitting. Then before sitting down to take notes, are there like desks or something where the ink might be?
Yeah, so they're sitting. There's two desks on each side of the wall towards the end of the room, and then there's one desk in the dead center that is facing the exit. So there's a total of 5 desks. Professor Lorshiel is sitting at the one in the top left corner. Billigard's sitting at the one just south of her on the left-hand side. I believe Vinbin was up in the middle by the middle desk. And then there's 2 desks opposite of them on the other side of the room 15 feet away. Or roughly 15 feet away.
Vinbin, if you check the desk nearby, I'll check the others to see if there is this unique ink that they mentioned.
Sure, I'll try.
So you guys are looking for the ink?
Looking for the ink.
Say again?
Yes, looking for the ink and maybe that parchment that the invitations are written on.
Okay, cool. Yeah, why don't you both give me an investigation check as you guys look around the room.
17.
Perfect.
8.
8. All right. So yeah, you guys rummage through some stuff. You don't really find anything. However, Kewesa, you do find a little bit of ink in a bottle that isn't dried up. However, there's just enough in there probably to make 1 or 2 invitations.
All right. Then I will put it in my bag of holding for now,
Okay.
and then
And there's
I'll
literally
try this
parchment
again.
everywhere.
Is there anything like uniquely different about the parchment, or is it just?
No. No, it's just there's just rolls of parchment, stacks of parchment. Some is cut, some is uncut.
All right. Then I will go back to the Lucille and then just try to do shorthand to get as many notes as possible.
All right, cool. Anything else you guys want to do while you're waiting? No?
No, I think I'm good.
All right, cool.
Samesies, actually. I think it's a pretty good spot, just shooting the shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice time for RP.
yeah, definitely. Because it's gonna go, so they're gonna research well into the night and into the early morning. Both of them are gonna be looking through books. So if there's anything that you guys want to do during that time, you can let me know.
Ooh, I want to mention to Billigard, because I'm still fucking stinky, I guess.
Yes, you are.
God damn it.
Hmm.
I want to break that curse
Hmm.
somehow.
I suppose there's probably someone who can do that. Yeah, there hasn't been a curse that I've come across that can't be broken.
I would surely be appreciative,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd pay you.
Oh
Obviously.
yeah, you'll most certainly have to pay me. I don't know I don't know even where to really begin. I can look around for you though. I know a lot of people.
Very cool.
All right, if you guys, if there's nothing else that you guys want to do, in the early morning, are any of you going to sleep or resting or anything like that?
Well, I think we should take watches.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Can I
take.
take a full rest?
Yeah, you can't take watch, Ben.
Right.
Yeah, I'm blind.
He gets to sleep all night.
Hell
So
yeah.
I'll take first watch.
Okay. Cool. Who wants second?
Don't everybody speak up once.
I'll take second.
Lol.
Technically, if you guys wanted to, Professor Lucille said, I can kind of keep my eyes up every now and again and look around if you guys all want to take a rest.
I only need 4 hours, so I could take 2 and 3.
Yeah, okay. It's up to you guys.
I'll take 2 and 3.
All right. Perfect. So, who's taking last watch?
I'll take it.
Okay.
I suppose I
All right. Well, Vinbin, we'll give it to Vinbin. He spoke up first. All right, give me a perception roll, Matt. Ragnar.
That's 15.
15. The night kind of goes on quietly. You hear the turning of pages slowly. Um, you hear drips of water. But when you're over by the steps and you're kind of looking around, you don't hear any splashes or anything like that. You don't see any ghosts or specters coming through the walls or anything else like that. Your watch is pretty uneventful.
Better than the opposite.
So, Maximus, give me a perception check.
18.
Yes, it's still the same for you. You're kind of like wandering around. You're looking up different trinkets. There's a few dead bodies that don't have anything on them. You expect to see some specters or something come through the walls and some ghosts, like Billigard had mentioned. But everything's relatively quiet for your 2 watches.
All right, sounds good.
Cool. All right, Bin, give me a perception check.
11.
This is where it all goes to shit. So, no, I'm just joking. So, it's pretty uneventful again. You guys don't, nothing really happens. You're just kind of sitting in your corner. You're keeping an eye out for things. It's actually really, really boring. And you're just kind of chilling. And it looks as though the professor and Billigard are both very, very much so haggard as well. But they continue to flip through pages. The early morning comes. And Professor Lashiel looks like she's nodding off, and she wakes up again a little bit, grabs the next book, reads through it for a little bit, and then she like jumps up and like scoots her chair out from underneath her. She's like, "I think I got it. I think this one's it." And you guys all kind of wake up, and she's like, yeah, they have the blood binding in here, and they have some other gruesome, more gruesome rituals in here, some sacrifice. It doesn't matter. It's in here, the blood binding. And Billigard's actually leaning on his fist, and he's completely asleep and drooling and snoring. Huh? What? We found it. Yeah. Yes. Very good. So I think we can get out of here now. I suppose go back to Captain Poe's boat, but then where are we going from there? I don't know. I'm gonna go to the Burning Bay, or I'll probably. Well, let's see. We can't go to the Burning Bay really, because we
The
just
Flaming
can't.
Fist won't you?
The Flaming
Yeah.
Fist?
Yeah. Brigands.
They got a
Really?
price on your head, huh? Yeah, you don't want to mess with them. They're bad news. Yeah, I wasn't really gonna say that the Flaming Fist was after me, but it is what it is now.
My bad.
So, yeah, where should we go? Well, if you can't go to the Burning Bay, I suppose we could go to Primwater. Oh, we can go back to my little place back out west. A little place called Midwest Village. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's tiny. It's only about 2, 3 of us. There's a tavern there. I usually supplied everybody with goods and trade.
Well,
It might have changed since you've been gone.
Perhaps. I don't know if everything has changed or not. But nonetheless, I think I'll return there for a little while. And then maybe I'll set up in Primwater. You're more than welcome to join me. There's no town guard. There's nobody there. Just an old tavern, myself and one other. And that's about it.
if you are allowing it, I think that'd be better, because that's unknown to our enemies for now.
Sure. Yeah, it's we could probably use one of the stone gates.
Stone Gate.
Yeah, they were put up by druids a long time ago. We can use those to hop around Falungrim really quickly. They only flow one way though, but we're on the farthest east, so the only place we can go is south, I believe, and then from south we go west, and then it's about a day's travel to Midwest Village, I believe. Yeah.
Well, we got a Captain
Better than
Poe's
walking.
ship. Flies, that's true.
I'm sorry, what?
Flying ship.
Oh, some sort of magic in this flying ship, eh?
Well, yeah. Not ours though. They're helping us out. They're contracted to the professor here actually. His name's Captain Poe.
Very good. Very good. Well, if we can use this flying ship, I'm all for flying as well. I don't mind it, I suppose. I haven't done it very often. But if you trust it, then I suppose I'll trust it, eh?
Fully.
Right. All right, then. I could definitely use some sleep. After you get that deciphered, Professor Rochille, let me know what you need, and I will attempt to get it for you. And he kind of like throws his hands up. He's very drowsy, very weary, and he starts walking towards the exit. Are your friends outside? Or perhaps I should wait for everybody to come with me.
Yeah, why not? We can all wait here for now, and we'll all leave together once everything's done.
Professor Lucille's like, well, everything's good. I don't want to decipher the book here. Maybe we can. Well, maybe I should.
Leave now?
Maybe I should. Because the books were disappearing when we were on the ship.
That's right.
Oh, all right. I'll go through the book and see about details and what needs to be done.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. And then I'll speak out loud so that you can write it down, Carawessa.
And I'll raise my hammer. We'll keep you safe. Don't worry.
All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna go to sleep now,
Very good.
if you don't mind. Thank you. You see this spherical bubble kind of come up in the middle of the room, and it's shaded, so you can't see inside of it. And he disappears when it bubbles around him.
The guard left.
No, there's a huge like spherical bubble in the middle of the room.
Oh. I'm gonna poke my head in it.
You cannot.
I can't go in it. I can't
I
pass
would
through it.
recommend against it as well.
No, you try to press on it and go into it, and it feels as solid as stone.
Huh.
And you can't see inside
Well.
of it. However, he pokes
Alright,
his
then.
head out right next to yours, says, "Can I help you?"
Oh, I don't know. I was just curious, like what's going on.
Ah, you like my tiny hut?
Oh, cool. Matt knows what that is, but Ragnar don't know shit.
All right. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Please don't. I'm not gonna hurt you, and you can't get in, but I'm just letting you know.
I got you.
All right.
Sorry about that.
And he pops his head back in. And that is where we will end it, guys.
Woo!
All right, you got. Oh, there was something that I wanted to talk to everybody about. On the 26th, which is in 2 weeks, we are supposed to be playing. I think it's the 26th. The Sunday 2 weeks from now, we're supposed to be playing, but I've got family birthdays. So I
That's actually a fun coincidence because I'm going camping that weekend too. I totally didn't even realize that would be a game day.
Yeah, and I will not, yeah, 'cause I will not be here as well.
You'll be packing,
okay.
right?
Yeah, well,
Because
I
you're
will be gone
gonna be
on.
gone.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna mention. I was gonna say I'm gonna be on actually the 24th. So if you guys want to play on the 18th, or the 19th, which is this Sunday coming, we can do that.
I think that works out pretty.
I'm okay with that as
pretty
well
well.
if the party
Yeah.
is as well.
Yeah, if everybody's okay with that, we can play on the 19th at 2:30.
All right.
And then we can play on the 3rd. Or not the, so excuse me, not the 3rd. I won't be here for the 3rd. I believe the next time we will play is is it the 17th, really? So I don't think no, we can play on the 10th, I believe.
I probably won't be there on the 10th because I'll be driving or flying back from Nebraska from family Christmas in July because of COVID and baby shower.
Okay, cool. So you might not be present on the 10th?
Yes, the 10th of July.
Okay.
I'm just going to visit family back in Nebraska.
Okay. Does the 10th work for anybody else? Is everybody
Everything else works for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
That's for me.
All right.
Yeah, that works.
All right, cool. So I will see you guys this coming Sunday, and then we'll take the 2 weeks off, and we'll be back up and running on the 10th.
Woo!
All right, guys.
Sounds good. I'll see you guys
Hell
then.
yeah.
Alright.
Yep.
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye.